You're about to go on a radio safari through the Roosevelt Park Zoo in Mana. Radio Safari, being brought to you by Dakota Square Arco, Rick's Jewelry, downtown Mana, and by Dakota Pawnbrokers. Today we're talking with Alexis, who is a feline and panda keeper here at Roosevelt Park Zoo. So Alexis, tell me about some of the different animals that you help to take care of here.
Yeah, so like I said, I work with our felids and our pandas here. So I get the really awesome opportunity to work with all of our tigers, leopards, our lions, and especially our little newest addition, the lion cub Jakaya. And then I also get to work with Fred and George, our red pandas.
So I would imagine that each one of them is similar, but there's a lot of difference when you have to work with them, right?
Yeah, especially like kind of just between the individuals, even if they're the same species, like they each have different personalities and each have different likes and dislikes, and kind of the way they interact between each other and with their keepers, like it's all going to kind of depend on how they're feeling that day and everything like that. So it's super cool to kind of learn the ins and outs of their own personalities and as individuals.
So tell me about these red pandas. Where do they come from in the world?
Yeah, so these guys are native to kind of Southeast Asia, Nepal and Myanmar and kind of places like that. They're kind of more cold-dwelling animals, so they're more adapted to that kind of weather. Kind of the forested area, so they're more arboreal than other mammals. Typically, they kind of hang out more in the trees and they're nocturnal as well. Ours are kind of special. They sometimes like to sleep a lot during the day and sometimes are a little more active. It just kind of depends.
So you have two of them here, and how old are the two pandas here?
Yeah, that's a great question. So these guys were actually born in 2013. We have two brothers, and they were actually born on May 30th, so you can do the math. Their typical kind of lifespan is about 10 to 12 years in the wild, but in managed care they can live a little bit longer with the good diets that we provide them and the medical care and things like that.
What's something about the red pandas that most people probably wouldn't realize?
Yeah, so a lot of people think that they're related to giant pandas, so the black and white ones, but these guys were actually discovered first and named pandas first. They're also just not related to bears. Another thing is they have this really cool like adaptation in their wrists, so they have an additional bone, so it is sort of like giant pandas that you'll see, but they have this additional bone that kind of makes them able to kind of grab and hold on to things better, so they're able to kind of hold those bamboo pieces, and you can see our pandas will actually like hold biscuits when they're eating them and stuff like that. We get bamboo delivered in, so they get bamboo typically every day, and then they also are fed what we call Missouri biscuits, so it's a kind of pelleted form of diet where it has all the vitamins and minerals and things that they need. And then they also get a variety of fruits through training, which is one of their favorite things. They love apple, grapes, they really like craisins and things like that.
What's it like for you personally to be able to interact with these animals, especially these red pandas?
Just being able to kind of form those relationships through training and through just daily interaction with these guys is just so special and something that I had never really thought was even possible growing up. It's an incredibly rewarding experience.
Well, Alexis, we thank you for taking a little time to fill us in a little bit about your area here at the zoo.
Yeah, I'm glad I could talk to you.
All right, Alexis is the feline and panda keeper here at Roosevelt Park Zoo. Join us again next time for another Radio Safari.